righty, good morning, and welcome. It is time now for Car Talk right here on K1, the one you trust. We have Doenges Toyota. We've got Brad Doenges. We got big man Jason in here too today, guys.
Good morning, Tom. Good morning, Brad.
Good morning, Tom. Good morning, Jason. Good morning to all our listeners out there. We're so glad you're with us. And it is another beautiful morning here in Bartlesville.
It is.
Looking towards another relatively warm day for this time of year.
6 stars, they say.
Yeah, no, I think so. And these clouds might clear out a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And, get us warmed up. It's it's a busy time of year. We're all getting ready for Thanksgiving, and lots of employee events coming up. We have this great tradition at Doenges of having the Thanksgiving potluck, the Friday before Thanksgiving, where everybody brings a dish and
it is a feast.
Oh my goodness sakes!
Yeah, so
everybody brings enough food for the entire dealership.
Next Friday afternoon, there'll be a lot of sleepy people at the dealership.
A little tryptophan deal going on there,
It was great.
Yeah, no, it's a lot of fun. I think Kobe's going to smoke some meat for us.
Mm-hmm.
And, it's just such a great time, and this
gosh.
has been going on since way before I got here, and
you got to keep.
But a lot of things like that at Doenges, where we're getting ready. Next month, December, is our we're entering our 58th year as a Toyota dealer in Bartlesville. 57th anniversary.
Mm-hmm.
In December 1968, my grandfather purchased the Toyota franchise, and of course we were here before that with Fords, and from 1941 and. And from 1929 for the original dealership out in Tonkawa, Oklahoma. But anyway, really proud to celebrate our anniversary month again, and we'll have a big lot of special incentives, and our charity promotion will be going on again, and getting ready to send out the letters on that and reach out to the charities. Had great winners the last couple years.
What do we have? I'm blanking.
I did this last night when I was talking to one.
So we had Hopestone.
Hopestone won the first 2 years we did it, and 2 years in a row, and it was the.
And then I think a road home.
Lighthouse. No, not Lighthouse.
No?
Journey Home.
Journey Home.
Yeah.
Journey Home. Okay.
Yeah, we're getting old, Tom.
That's okay. I'm right there with you.
Are you?
The mind is going.
I'm sure many of our listeners are considerate of that.
Yeah.
You can't
We're seasoned,
pull
folks.
everything out.
The hard drive is just too full.
Yeah. So, but what we were saying is the winners of these contests, the nonprofits who are selected by the most customers over the holiday month. They receive $2,500 from Doenges, and then a match from Toyota.
Actually, it's a minimum of that. Each donation, each car you purchase will donate $50 to the charity of your choice. And so if someone got more than 25,
that is true.
It'd keep going up, and the match would go up also. So anyway, we don't want to get ahead of ourselves.
We'll dive into that next week.
Purchase count, baby.
Let's go back.
I don't want anybody to wait till December.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit again about Thanksgiving and people getting on the road. Toyota-thon is coming up.
On the road, getting out there in your car. If you've got plans to some folks are coming to town or you're headed out of town. Be sure to schedule your service or make sure your car's ready to roll. It's super important. We get kind of this weird, right before Thanksgiving, we have the people that are getting out of town. And then after Thanksgiving, we have a lot of the people that are coming into town, a lot of the college students that come back and such, or other people visiting their grandparents or whatever in Bartlesville, come and
let's get the car fixed before we know where we're going to go.
Exactly.
We love that time of year, and
you can just drive right up to Doenges Toyota and just walk in, get some service, or there's an advantage for going on our website, doengestoyota.com, going to our service page. If you make an appointment, there is a $10 coupon. So if you schedule
and
service,
schedule.
that is $10 off of anything.
That allows us to be ready for you when you come in. We still have to write you up and do the inspection and go through your vehicle in a proper way. But that way, if we know you're coming, we can pretty much have the team ready to do that.
What I like about your team is that they're not just there to just take care of what you say. They're looking around.
No, we do the full
and
inspection
you
on
do
it.
the full
Every time
thing.
your car's in
And they
service.
let you know what's coming down the road.
And we really, we understand that sometimes people just
can't
need to
see
come
out
when
there.
they can, that they're going to come and when it's convenient for them,
Yeah.
and they may not be able to schedule an appointment. They might not be able to anticipate that. I know some dealers that kind of force you into an appointment system. I heard from a previous customer of ours that he had gotten into that cycle, and that he brought his car in. They told him, you have to schedule an appointment, call this number. Then he called the number, scheduled an appointment. When he showed up, the appointment wasn't in the system. These aren't people in Bartlesville you're calling. Then they said, okay, well, we'll go ahead and do it. But it'll take 2 days, which they hadn't told him in the first place. And then so when he came back 2 days later, what happened? They didn't know.
touched
They'd
his
forgotten
car.
the car was there. They hadn't touched it. And when he got angry, they told him he could take his business elsewhere.
I would have done that right there on the spot.
I was pretty aghast. And, I know how hard our business is sometimes, and it's easy to get frustrated, but you got to have empathy for a customer who's been through something like
Good
that.
gravy.
And we would never do that.
That happen here. That does not happen here.
No, and so if you are frustrated, please come to Doenges Toyota. We service all makes and models, and we'll help you as best we can. If we have to help you get your vehicle into another dealership, we'll do that for you too. And
Chances are that won't happen.
But odds
well, we can't do some things like warranty for other
well, yeah,
manufacturers
sure, yeah.
and stuff like that. But we
get you there.
We will help you. I mean, that is what we do. That's our whole company philosophy is built around the customer, and we know after over 95 years selling cars in Oklahoma, that we can't, as my brother Bruce has this great saying, he says to everybody, we can't do it without you. And it's true. It is one of those things that wouldn't happen if it weren't for our customers. And just as we're getting ready for Thanksgiving, I'm so thankful for our customers, for our great employees, and for their support. And what keeps it going, gives us the opportunity to get up and do it again today. My approach to the car business is really about taking care of everybody. And if you listen to the show, you kind of understand that. My heart is in taking care of our employees and our customers, and it's not about making a big profit. We have to do that to survive. No. But my first priority is to take care of our employees and the customers, and to provide that personal service for our customers, and the opportunity that our employees want and need to work in a great place that's fun to work, and that they know they can, they're respected and well taken care of, and that we have we're in our benefit renewal program, and I spend weeks working on that every year, trying to build the best benefits program for our employees. We very unique in the car business. Many will have 401ks and might match it, and we do, of course. We have a health insurance plan where we pay 100% of the employees' base health insurance. You can buy up to different programs, but we just want to make sure our employees have health insurance. We have a lot of great, an HSA option in the health plan, which allows even young people should look at this. It's a great way to save money outside of, pre-tax, so it's not taxed. And a lot of times, in a 401k, you have to keep that money till you're 63 or
62.
62
yeah.
in order to access it, and without And you can't, obviously we have healthcare needs throughout our lives. And so it's a way to get those pre-tax savings, make them available to you when you're younger, and to build some wealth and some savings that you're going to need anyway over time, whether it's having children or unexpected health issues. So we really try to build that safety network for our employees, just like we do in the community with our nonprofit support and with all the great programs in Bartlesville that we love to focus on the radio show.
The car dealership with a charitable heart.
Well, that's awesome, and Toyota helps us with that too. Like you mentioned, they match some of our gifts.
A great company.
They really are. Their values and how they have worked with us since 1968 are really great, and I know they want to take care of the customer too. Every car breaks down. Sometimes there are things like recalls and failures on the vehicle, but when that happens with a Toyota, you can count on them to do it the right way. You may have heard about the Tundra recall from 23s, and there might be some more added to that, I hear. But this is I think the truth of the matter is the Tundra recall on certain engines had some debris left over from the manufacturing process of the engine. It's a V6 gasoline engine, hadn't affected the hybrids as far as we know, but it's only affected about 1% of the engines. Toyota has recalled 100% of those engines and is replacing the entire engine.
Wow.
Just let that sink in a little bit. So this is costing them a lot of money. They could do a short block or some other kind of repair on that engine that would save them money, but it wouldn't be the right thing for the customer. And while it's only 1%, you don't know if you're in that 1% or in the 99. And so they've invested in their customers to take care of that. And truth is, this has been going on for over a year now. We've done, I think, 3 or 4 of them. So it's not, and we sell lots of Tundras.
Yes,
so
you do.
It's not a common problem. And none of the ones that we had were exhibiting the issue.
Okay, that's great.
So they're not, they didn't have the problem, but they all got a brand new engine.
Out of an abundance of caution.
And some of them were, some of these trucks had 150,000 miles on them.
It's like getting a brand new truck.
Yeah.
It basically is.
It's awesome. And, you don't want to make a big deal out of the problems, but every manufacturer has problems, and it's how you step up when you have the problem that really differentiates Toyota. And we tried to do that at Doenges as well, because I know we're not perfect, and nobody is, but it's being able to take care of our customers and respond when there's an issue. That's something I learned a long time ago when I first really worked for my father in the car business in the mid-90s. My first role, I call it being his heat shield, where I would handle customers that had issues. And we had a dealership in Tulsa, and Doenges Brothers Ford at the time, I always, the balancing of understanding the customer's point of view and the dealership side, trying to work out compromise and come to a fair understanding. It's kind of like being a judge, I think, in a way, where you have to be able to find the middle ground, find some, the truth of the matter. I mean, if somebody's guilty, they're guilty, I guess. They're using the judge or legal analogy, but it's the truth is, that taught me a lot about taking care of people, and so many of the people that have problems, I've realized if you stand up and fix it, those become your customers for life. They really understand that that customer service is your priority. And, as a kind of a middleman in this stuff, a lot of times we didn't make the Toyota engine, or any problem you have with the vehicle is usually not caused by us. And, but we're the ones who have to represent Toyota and fix it. And so we take that responsibility really seriously, and really want our customers to to know that we're there for them and that we're going to do everything we can to take care of them. And I'm really proud to know that the whole team really lives that. And anyway, it's a unique thing I think about our dealership.
This is our reputation, and this is why we have so much repeat business, generational business.
No, that's true.
It's pretty incredible.
Not a whole lot of dealerships can say that.
Well, we don't, focus on selling every car. We really want to keep our customers that we have. So nurturing that process of how we sell and their whole ownership cycle of the vehicle. That's really what it's all about. There are so many things going on in the car business, and always new technology and great new vehicles. Right now we're getting excited about the brand new BZ. While electric vehicles are kind of on the off right now with the changes in the tax credits and such, Toyota builds a great electric vehicle. They've been kind of slow in bringing those out, but we have a brand new BZ which will be out. We'll have our first one in the next few weeks. It's got over 300 miles range. It's a beautiful car. It's got a little more larger than the old BZ4X, which was Toyota's first battery electric vehicle. We're going to get more and more of those. They've got also a couple other battery electric vehicles that'll be out in the next year.
I read that there's somewhere floating around there is the new battery-operated Toyota pickup just dropped in Asia.
Pickup possibility. I think you'll probably see what they call a Land Cruiser Sport, which will be. Unlike in the Bronco Sport, which is smaller than the big Bronco, this will be about the same size, but a whole different body, and it'll be a battery electric Land Cruiser.
But of course, Toyota is still doubling down on the hybrid.
Yeah,
and
big investment announced this week where they're going to invest $10 billion, I think.
$14 billion in a new battery plant here in the United States.
Yeah, so really continuing to build
hybrids.
cars in America and build the batteries in America. Toyota's been doing that for years. While they are a Japanese company in quotes.
They've invested heavily
here. They have
here.
invested heavily in North America. The Tundra plant down by San Antonio. The Camrys are made in Kentucky near Louisville. We have
60% of the Toyotas in the world are made here in the United States, and it does look like Toyota is going to start exporting from the United States back to Asia.
Yeah.
It is an American company, truly.
Welcome to the new world.
Yes, no, it is. But none of that should be a surprise to people who know Toyota, because they planned for this. I think they realized, and Mr. Toyota, who is the chairman of the board for Toyota International, he realized that building all those electric vehicles and rushing into that was not the right decision to make, that the consumers weren't ready for it, that it was going to take things like those tax credits, which are dependent on what government's in office and how all that plays out. And the truth is, Toyota's hybrids allow a real flexible approach to that, where you get better fuel economy, where you can get a plug-in that has a range of about 40 to 50 miles on pure electric, but also has the gas engine. That's called the Prime lineup in Toyota. We've got right now, I think, a Prius Prime on the lot. So, come check that out. We have great inventory right now. There's a bunch of Tacomas, some Tundras. We've got a Camry, Corolla.
Talking about the Tacomas, we sell a bunch of Tacomas.
Yeah, it's one of our best
it is
selling
one of the more
vehicles.
popular vehicles out there, and right now buyers can get 3.99% financing for 72 months on a brand new 25 Tacoma, plus $1,000 cash back.
Incredible incentive,
You're not going to see interest rates like that on many vehicles. We also have some great rates on the Toyota Tundra, and one of the better deals out there, if it loads for me, right now you can lease a Tundra SR5 4x2 for $499 a month, Tom. It's a 39-month lease. great payment.
And there's a lot of good payments like that, and we can help you compare that, or you can do it from your desk at the office or at home on your phone. Or you can go into our website, find a car that might work for you, click that calculate my payment button, and it'll take you in, and you can actually compare a lease to a purchase. You can use enter your information for credit, for trade. You can look at all the incentives and see what else you might qualify for. There's college graduate rebates and some other special ones that are only available for certain people. And but the cool thing is to be able to go in there and just compare that without having to go back and forth between the sales manager and the salesperson. And if you get close to something you're comfortable with, you can come into the dealership and we'll pick up right there where you left off in that tool, and try to keep it just as transparent and fast and fun as possible. And that's what our simple price is all about, is just keeping that built around your needs. Our non-commissioned sales professionals, both the sales pros, the product specialists we call them, and our sales management, finance, new and used car managers are all paid a salary, not paid commission on anything, so not paid on the profit they make selling you a car. And, they're paid well, of course, but they're just not incentivized to try to make more money off you. It's meant to align the sales process with the customer. That's really all that does. That's really big and different. And so our simple price and the non-commissioned sales team, our goal is to make car buying just clear, honest, and stress-free. That's the whole approach to selling cars. And I keep, as we just keep kind of preaching this, I hear more and more customers saying that is the best buying process I've ever seen. Why don't other dealers do it this way? And we had some folks come all the way from Arkansas to buy a used SUV, and they ended up buying 2 vehicles actually, and it was one of those things where they were, and they'd both sold cars before. They were experienced in the business now, and they were like, why haven't a lot of people done this for years? This is how it should be done. And that we're just really proud to have that reputation and be able to take care of our customers, take care of you. If you're interested in a Toyota, come check it out. We're not the biggest in the world, but we're also not a big corporate car dealer. We don't have other locations or other communities that we serve, and so we're here for our customers, and we like being small, and I think that allows us to be nimble and quick too. We can really change on a dime and keep evolving. We're not complacent about just being around for 95 years and doing things like we always have. We want to keep evolving. We know that the people's expectations in retail have just changed so dramatically. We can all get
anything we want.
Toothpaste delivered to your front door today, this afternoon. and we know the company that does that has a car sales process too. You can get Amazon Autos and buy a new Hyundai. I wouldn't want to buy a car that way. I'd want to know who I'm buying it from, that if I have an issue, I can come in and talk to you about it. That the owner of the company's there on the showroom every day, that his family's throughout the dealership, that we live on our reputation, and we're going to stand behind what we do. And that's pretty. I think that's our unique selling proposition.
That is us. Doenges Toyota.
That's what I like about it. If it's got your name on it, there's somebody with that same name, maybe 2 or 3 of them running around in the building.
Yeah,
so they're protecting the name too.
Exactly.
We're very proud of that, and the legacy of what we do. Bartlesville's built on a rich history of people that invested in our community, and I know my grandfather was so proud to move to Bartlesville and be the Ford dealer here in 1941, and he started sponsoring that baseball team that year, and we're in the Guinness Book of Records for being the longest corporate sponsor of a sports team in the world, for sponsoring American Legion Baseball here in Bartlesville. And that started because he was on a team. I have a picture of it in my office where he was on a basketball team for the Ford dealer in Tonkawa. In 1924, he and two of his brothers. Their father had passed away, and their mother moved them from Blackwell to Tonkawa. She got a job at the library, had to start working, and their father had been a Methodist minister in Blackwell, and so they moved to Tonkawa. The three boys went to work at the Ford dealership. All five of the kids graduated from college, went on to great careers. Two of them became Ford dealers. That 5 years after that picture, right at the beginning of the Depression, they got the incredible opportunity to buy a Ford dealership, and
Buy low, sell high.
so we've been through all the different phases in the car business,
Sure.
and really take great pride in being adaptive in that as the whole business has changed. We've seen. I talked about it a few weeks ago, the big consolidation in the auto industry, and we're proud to still be small and kind of like it all started, where we're kind of what made the car business great, I think, and we all need our cars. There's such a thing in America that provided us that freedom of movability and the ability to just go where we wanted to go. And you think about it now and how dependent we are on them for transportation, whatever socioeconomic level you are, you depend on that to get to your job, to get the kids to the doctor, to get your food home, all that. And it's we're real proud to help people in all situations do that, whether you're, there's so many examples where we've helped people buy cars, and whether they have good credit or bad credit, or need help and are getting just don't have anything, have an old car that's breaking down, and we'll assist in that. We have many of our great customers involved in local charities that'll bring those people to us, and we'll work out a special deal with them, and they often contribute to that, and we did that just a few weeks ago, and really proud to help people out. And it's really why we're in the business, and
we're thankful for it.
Yeah.
It is that time of year. It is that time of the year to be thankful, and we're thankful.
We are
for the customers.
Can't be like that without you
teammates.
guys here in Bartlesville taking care of us. If you are in the market for a car and that makes sense to you, come talk to us. We don't have all the cars. Nobody does, truthfully, no matter how big you are. We'll find it for you. We'll explain everything to you. We'll be honest. We'll be true to our word, and fast, transparent, and fun.
And
that sums it up.
Simple pricing too on top. That's the cherry,
that
baby.
really is.
No, it is. It just takes the kind of the pressure out of buying a car, and that stress over, am I getting a good deal? We take great pride in using, understanding what a car should sell for and pricing it that way online. The prices you see online are the prices in the store. You work that deal in our payment calculator on the website. It's the same deal you're going to work in the store with the sales team.
Exactly.
We keep hearing stories about dealers who play these games where you need to buy the financing from them or buy product from them, trade in a car in order to get the price. No, there's none of that game.
No game. Simple pricing.
You know what there is? Some good people at Doenges Toyota. We're right off of Highway 75, just south of Nowata Road. Come visit us or check us out on the web, doengestoyota.com.
Gentlemen, thanks for being with us here on Car Talk.
Thanks for listening to One-on-One with a Professional, a paid presentation of 1400 K1.